Hello, I am Certified Moth. Thank you for stopping into my video, and today I'm going to be doing another old sketchbook tour. This was my 8th sketchbook. It was from September 1st, 2021 to October 16th, 2021, and I do want to apologize for the filming setup. I don't have my good tripod at school yet, so I'm using a sort of makeshift one where I have to hold the book up at this angle. Yeah, so this sketchbook was gifted to me by my dear friend Charlie. He made it himself. I think it's just cardboard with some paper and fabric glued on top of it. And the paper itself, I think it might have just been printer paper, so it didn't handle a lot of materials super well. But like whatever, I was 16, I didn't care that much. I wasn't that into paper quality, so yeah. I got the sketchbook right around the very beginning of the school year, so I stuck in my locker code and my schedule information. Charlie, the person who gave me the sketchbook, drew this little thing. He got the bling. And this is my character, Nyx. I think I kind of changed her name potentially to Nicole, but I'm not really sure if I'm committed to that yet. She looks nothing like this anymore. Although I don't hate this drawing. Like, there's definitely some parts on it, like the face, that aren't the best. This hand is like super stiff, but it could be a lot worse. If I remember correctly, this was probably just drawn in class, like during syllabus day or something. Yeah, nothing really that interesting about it. This is Leal drawing. She was still really skinny compared to how she is now in this bit of the sketchbook, which is kind of distressing. Yeah, I think this is just more in-class drawings. Person with a bloody nose, I used to draw that all the time in high school. I don't hate the face on this one, but the pose is really bad. And the pose is also bad on this one. I don't remember exactly what was going on in this page, but I think I drew this one and hated it a lot, and then drew this one and I thought it was so much better. But it's not. It's like barely. Like maybe the face makes a bit more sense in this one, but it's not by much. I think I do remember drawing this in like math class or something. It's pretty bad. I was just using old art supplies I had from like elementary school, I think. Yeah, but here I was trying to figure out Nyx's clothes because I was still working on this opening page, so I was figuring out her colors and everything. Ooh, some delightful self-portraits that looked nothing like me. I was getting almost a little bit better at like drawing realistic body type for myself, but I was still very much deep in like a weird phase of not being able to do that. So that's, I think I counted this as like all the perspective practice I needed, even though it's really bad. Like, I see what I was doing here, but the thing is if you draw a box to help you with perspective, you need lines to help you figure out the ratios of things. Like, I was just guessing, same here. Like, these are almost okay, but the ratios are all off for everything, so I wasn't actually getting anything from that practice. I believe this was meant to be my character. I think his name was Felix at the time, and his name is now Tava, but I'm kind of thinking of changing it to like Theo. I don't really know. I'm kind of in like an in-between space with all these characters, but I've always had the hardest time with his design. I think this was an entire page of me trying to figure that out, and I don't think I did. I wonder, I think this is acrylic paints, but really cheap, awful ones that I didn't like. I don't hate this drawing on the top. I think the hair is too detailed in comparison to how I drew everything else. Like, if I wanted this much detail, I should have been adding more folds, more seams, more just like shading and bits of that. And then this one is just bad. I think I was just using some like leftover paints or something, but the anatomy, like the head is tiny, and also like the paint is so choppy. Oh no. I was gonna say I remember loving this page, but actually I think I remember hating it. I think I love the idea of it, but I didn't like any of the drawings. But I just went in with like a bunch of red and blue art supplies and then drew with pen over top and then paint pen over top of that. but yeah, I still agree that like this is kind of an okay drawing, but both of these are really bad and they bring the whole page down. And this I probably tore out of like a worksheet or something for class. Yeah, like a social studies class or something. I don't hate it, but it's really boring. No, no. Obligatory Danganronpa phase. It's Makoto and Byakuya. Yeah. I could never draw them. Like, not only did I struggle drawing men at the time, but I could not draw a Danganronpa man for the life of me. I don't know why. And also, this is so, like, online TikTok 2021. This was for a TikTok. It was really bad. I didn't put any effort into it. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on. Oh, I forgot about this page. That's actually so embarrassing. I was like, no, I need to have angst in my story, so I'm gonna make a Mars have like a villain arc. I do kind of like this drawing. I like that all the pen bled and everything, but that's actually so disgustingly embarrassing. More of that character from the other page. I don't think I ever drew her after this. That was supposed to be me again. I thought this was like a realistic body type for myself. I did wear disgusting camo print pants all the time. I got them from Walmart. I wore them like almost every day. It was bad. Oh. And like, I think this was during a phase where everyone online was talking about like the interesting things you can do with like black hairstyles and braids and puffs. And I really wanted to try that, but I think this just looks bad. Like, I think I just didn't understand how to make the hair look light. So it just looks strange and unusual. Oh, okay. I remember at the time I hated this. I think I actually redrew it later in the sketchbook. But the perspective was all off. And like, I was complaining about the perspective, like he looks giant in here, but also like the anatomy is so shit. Like that leg, it's just a noodle leg. Where is the knee? Where is like the fold? Where is his wrist? Oh, that was so bad. Yeah, I think I drew it literally the next page and I was like, wow, this is so much better. I don't know about that. The anatomy is still all off. Like he's still missing a wrist. His feet are inconsistent in sizes. His legs just look like sausages. I do agree that it was better than this one, but by how much is the question? I'd be willing to say that by not much. This was with Sharpies. I remember I was watching a lot of videos from a YouTuber at the time who drew everything in Sharpies, and I think she ended up doing something like really problematic and left the app. But anyways, I was interested in playing around with that, even though I own alcohol markers that work exactly the same, if not better. Whatever. I actually don't hate this. I probably drew this in class. This was like basic, boring anime girl, but it's cute. I do like the buns and I like the pose. It's very silhouette. The only thing I would change is that the hair just becomes part of this huge silhouette. I would want to like maybe bring the hair out even more or tuck it back a bit more because it just makes a big circle of a pose instead of showing off this really cool like triangular pose I made. Yeah. More stuff with Sharpies. It looks bad. My style was so strange at the time. I drew all noses the same, but like not in a way that made them look bad. Like they always looked like, I know you can draw noses like this on some characters and they look fine, but I would draw them in a way where it always looked like they were facing down in perspective, like they all looked like they were kind of hooked, which is fine to do a little bit, but every single character having that style of nose I think didn't make much sense for me. I just thought it looked normal and good. I don't know. One of my many magical girl phases. Oh, that's so bad. I remember I wanted to try drawing really loose and fast and sketchy. Oh, and what is that outfit design? Can you tell I didn't actually watch any magical girl anime before making one? Like, that's not a magical girl fit. It could be, but it's really ugly. Then I tried drawing her again, but she just looks like, I don't like it. it could be good. Like, I think the body is fine, but like the head doesn't make any sense in comparison to the rest of the body. Liesel drawings, again, she's very skinny in this still. And like, see what I mean about the two noses? Like, Same Face Syndrome had a grip on me and I didn't even realize it. I thought that I was avoiding it because I was like, their eyes are different shapes and their faces are different shapes, but like, no, you still gave them the same essential features. And again, I think I thought I was making her fat in this, but she really wasn't. That's kind of fire though. Oh, a man in a wedding dress because, I don't know, that's who I was at 16. I was living my life, whatever. And I remember this was like a filter on TikTok or something where it would choose a fashion style and you had to draw a character wearing it. I don't remember what mine was. Mine was like, I think it was like 2000s emo, Hot Topic. I don't know. It looks so bad. Like, I think I almost had something with it. Almost. But like, this shirt, the pink shirt should have been mesh. This should have been even tighter and maybe like a little bit lower cut. Skirt should have been even shorter, I think. More belts. The socks are okay, but maybe layer one leg with like a fishnet. Shoes are like just, I didn't know how to draw shoes, so whatever. But the arm warmers, they should have been more like a glove, I think. They should have gone over the hand and not been so strange layered over top of the shirt. I don't mind the hair though. And the face didn't turn out bad on this one, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think I really did actually much research into fashion styles before doing that. I don't know what this page was. This is probably just sitting in class board. Ooh. Oh, it's a Marius. Oh, I love him. Aw, he looks so ugly. I hate him. I hate him so much. This was when I was trying to make him kind of like emo again. Oh, I need angst in my story. I'm 16 and I need angst in my story. That's kind of cute. I feel like I've drawn this multiple times because I like the idea of him sleeping. Amaris, he's so cute. I think I was trying to do one of those outfit, like draw your character in different outfits based on like, I don't know, time of year, activity or whatever, but I was like, I kind of gave up after 2, I think. I feel like this was something that one of my TikTok, I think it was me being really annoying about zesty pickles. I was so excited, my mom bought them. Oh, it's more Amaris. I was trying to design his shirt at the time. Why was I was so obsessed with him having like a sleeveless turtleneck shirt and like a tie and like fancy pants. I don't know. I was committed to that idea for so long and I don't really know why. Kind of shitty hands, whatever. As if I can draw hands now. A bunch of my characters. This is what they were. Oh, is this really what they looked like at the time? Oh, I think it was getting close to October, so I had to draw a witch, and she has mushrooms going out of her eye, but you can't tell because I didn't actually put any effort into them. I just drew random shapes, and I was like, yeah, that's good enough. That is supposed to be, I think I was being like, oh my gosh, none of my characters have any personality. I need to draw them doing hobbies. So I made Amaris a painter, like a recluse painter, and then apparently Liesel red? I don't know. I never committed to either of those ideas. What is this? Is this another character that I never made? Enna. I thought it was Miku, but it's not, I guess. Strange and unusual. Kind of ugly. Just looks like Miku. Yep. Still just ugly. At least I could tell the face was bad on this one. Although the hands? Ooh. Look, I literally tried to do studies of how to draw a clenched fist and both the studies looked bad and then I just went and did the hand that also looked bad. Oh, it's Amaris and Teva. By God, that's cute. I like that they don't have any chemistry and they just are holding hands and making blank expressions. That was my idea of like peak romance at 16. That's actually kind of cute. I think this was like a vent. Lol. Oh, it was the start of Inktober. Ah. Really, honestly, truly, I do not have any interest in Inktober anymore. I don't think I've really seriously done it for a couple years. Yeah, Crystal. She's just like a crystal witch. That's really boring. Gamer girl. I love gamer girls. I'm 16 and I love gamer girls. Wow. Inktober Day 2 suit. I actually drew this at work. I used to work at a pharmacy at this age. And I was so excited to draw this because I was like, oh, it's like a suit of cards. But he's also wearing a suit and he's in a coffin with roses and he's smoking and he's dead. Wow. I don't hate this. I do quite like the effect I did with the smoke. How I had it blend out to the palest area at the edges, but it's still not fantastic. Ow. Day 3 was Vessel. I don't hate this. I'm just not a horror art person. Like, I cannot look at a piece of horror art without thinking it's at least a little bit corny. And like, that's what I kind of feel like with this. It's like kind of corny, but whatever. I don't hate it. Day 4 was not. I drew a person with a balloon knotted to their finger because red balloon is scary. I don't know, this one sucks. I didn't look up a reference. Can you believe that? Wow. And also, I mean, again, I didn't look up a reference, but I don't think the light would come from a single concentrated point like this. Like, wouldn't it come more out from the sides of the dish because doesn't the light reflect off it? I don't know, I probably could have figured that out better if I'd looked at a reference. Oh, Day 5 was Raven. I drew a Raven person holding a phone. That is so cool. I love that. That was like a big thing I drew a lot of the time, was like these buff men with raven heads. I don't know why. Ow, this was during my Cookie Run Kingdom phase. Ow, it's Onion Cookie. Ow, I love her. Oh, oh, she's so cute. Oh, I do love her. Is that supposed to be Liesel? I cannot tell. I combined days 6 and 8 for some reason, spirit and watch, so it's like a spirit of a little girl watching an alt girl get ready to go, I don't know, like to a party or something, or maybe just getting ready for the day, I don't know. This is definitely inspired by a comic I read when I was a kid where this girl, I think her name was like Anya, has a ghost following her that came from like a well. I can't find that book anywhere. Oh, it was so good. It was so cool. I miss that book. Day 7 was Fan. That's like almost vaguely offensive. Because it's like not even, I don't know. I want to say that it's like kind of like Orientalist of me, but also it's like so vague that you can't even really clearly say that this was supposed to be an Asian woman. Like between the fan and like maybe a little bit of the cut. But I genuinely, I didn't do any research, so it doesn't even begin to look like what I think I meant it to at that age. Awesome. Day 9 was Pressure, so I did Perspective. What? Yeah, only certain parts are in perspective though, which is weird. Like this torso is not in perspective, but the arms and head are. Interesting. Oh, it's a gamer girl. Day 10 was Pickaxe from Minecraft, and I love gamer girls because I'm 16. I'm sorry to any 16-year-olds watching this. I don't hate you, I just hated who I was. Yeah, cat ear headphones, cat ear socks, because why not? I didn't even give her a diamond pick. I was like, no, it wouldn't work with the colors. Just like, actually commit to your concept, dude. Day 11 was Sour, which was like definitely vaguely inspired by like the citrus cookies from Cookie Run. But I was like, oh my gosh, I have to give her like a lemon sliced bag. And then I didn't give her anything else that was like lemon themed. I could have given her a really cute cover up, like maybe something that was just around the hip or like something that tied that was sheer. I remember hating it at the time. Day 12 and 13 I did together again. I did stuck and roof. Anime girl stuck on a roof. What? That's crazy. She's ugly. And her ass crack is like getting pounded by the roof. That would be so uncomfortable. Why would you sit that direction along the roof? Oh, and this was the end of the sketchbook. I drew Nyx. For a short time, she had a scar on her face. As you can tell, I was figuring out very quickly that watercolors don't work on this type of paper. Shocker, who could have known that? Not me. Not me at all. Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. I was starting to fix the way I was drawing noses. The hair is like desperately in need of some texture. The eyebrows are so uneven, but whatever. It could be a lot worse, but yeah. My 8th sketchbook. What? That's so crazy. Honestly, if you were to only look at the first and last pages, it looks like I got so much worse. But anyways, thank you so much for watching until the end. I really appreciate it. I think I only have a couple more of these to film. I think I've gone through almost all of my sketchbooks at this point, which is kind of crazy. But anyways, thank you so much. Bye!